got a no cooling call today. This guy here is going to be our problem child. This has recently been replaced. You can see the rest are Yorks. I saw the fan cycling on this one. So looks like this has been replaced at some point. We're gonna get in here and see what's going on. The thermostat does look like it's calling for cooling. It is some beautiful copper work right there. So let's pop that panel and see what we got. No contactor. Everything looks fairly normal. Oh, that's not good. I don't have any voltage. Well, I'm on continuity, so that doesn't help me. Try again. 210 volts. So check our call right here. I might have to get up in the ceiling and find the furnace. I don't know why my red wire is disconnected. I must have swapped the wire for some reason. So, and why I've got two wires connected there, an orange and a yellow. Huh. Alright, well, this might be a simple wiring issue. Let's get in here and see if I got a call. So I got no call between any of these wires, which is why my contactor's not pulled in. I'm gonna have to go get to the furnace and figure out what's wired to what. Hopefully we can get this guy on. It's about 65 degrees out today. The only other thing I see that's going to be an issue is there's no low ambient kit. There is a low ambient kit on everything else around here. So it's a treatment floor, so they need the cooling in the winter too. So let's go find the furnace and see what we got inside. I got tight space. Doesn't look like I have any power. Got a wet switch over there, and I don't see an LED light. There's my 8 wire there. Line set goes up and over top. Get these panels off and see what's going on here. So cluster of wires here. Police security flashlights, man. Best thing going. Fuse is good. Switch. First, before I go flipping any switches, I want to verify my wires, because something's not right here still. So I've got a yellow and brown. One's on white. What have they done? Killing voltage here with the wet switch. Good Lord. Alright, so I'm gonna have to start over here. I'm gonna verify all my wires and figure out what the hell's going on here. So I have verified my condenser wire. Looks like they got it correct with that. You can see the insulation, copper's pulling out the top. And why the brown wire's connected, I don't know. They were probably having trouble or something. It looks like my switch, it's gonna need some reworking, but I think I can flip that switch. And I still got no LEDs. We're gonna have to check voltage up here too. This is a mess. So it looks like the breakers are on. Actually, switch was on. I've got it off now, but that's not gonna work. So we're gonna get all that cleaned up. This is a mess. I'm probably gonna pull it and start over. I'm currently on top of a 12-foot ladder, so I don't know how much video I'll get at this, but we're gonna get this thing squared away and start with our high voltage. All right, so we got that straightened up a little bit. It still looks rough, but this is all the extra wiring I cut out. Looks like the safeties were wired correctly. They just had wire nuts everywhere, so we left them and just cutting off my condenser with my flow safeties. And the wet switch is gonna kill 24 volts to everything. But we ought to be ready to give her a shot. And there goes my LED. Alright, so that'll be good there. Right now I'm just gonna try to get them cooling on. All this needs to be fixed. I mean, you can't get to the damn switch, but for right now I'm trying to get cooling, clean up some of my mess here. I've got to disconnect off. The brown wire was Y2. That's why they had both of them wired, because I don't know. But anyways, that should be corrected. And I've got blue and yellow as my cooling coil. So let's get these panels back on. We'll get outside and see what we got out there. Now we wait. We're using blue and yellow. I'm waiting for the 5-minute time delay. They were actually colorblind. It was brown was Y2. They had orange wired, so that shouldn't have hurt anything. But I think the main issue was the high voltage power in there. Looks like all the rest of it's correct, so we're gonna have to get a low ambient kit on these. Kind of in the middle of nowhere here, so I'm probably gonna have to go grab one. Just getting through our holiday season here. We might actually get cold one day. It's been 70 degrees on Christmas and it's about 65 out now, so we should be good until I can get a low ambient kit. I don't know what kind. Looks like probably just using a little peanut, which is not my favorite, but they work. So that's probably what we'll do. I don't know if I got one on my truck or not for 410, but if not, we'll run and grab some. I'm gonna give the time delay a minute and watch this guy kick in. We'll probably go ahead and gauge up just to make sure it's not that long of a line set, but we want to make sure our subcooling, we might have to add a little bit. 5-minute delay went. I got no compressor. I heard it kick in there at the end right as I was pulling that. So we're gonna check our capacitor now. I don't know why the capacitor would be dead. It's been just sitting for, I don't know, it might have ran for a little while till that neutral wire got burnt up. So let's check our cap and we'll try again. My fan ran, so I'm just really concerned about my it's 68, it's a 70. So I mean, it should be good enough to start the damn thing. We got liftoff now. I don't know why it didn't start the first time. It started right up that time. So we're gonna let it run for a little bit. We'll check our subcooling. It's probably 10 or 12. 13. That was close. We're gonna let it settle out and then we'll check everything. And then worry about the rest. I'm gonna find another wiring nightmare on the other side, I think, because there's 2 units to serve this space. This is the larger of the 2, that's why I started here. But the other side's not running either, so we'll get this one done first, one thing at a time. Alright, so the subcooling's up a little bit, but it's been floating. I can see that the valve's doing its job. I'm plus or minus, at 3 degrees on 13. I'm running about 16. I may take a little bit out of it, but for the most part, I'm in the ballpark. Superheat looks good, so we're gonna call that one good. If I do take some out, I'll just passively recover. So I'll just connect a hose to the high side and let it pump into my recovery tank. But I'm pretty damn close. I'm gonna let it run for a little while longer and watch it, and then we'll see what we got on the other side. So I'm still running at 16-degree mark. It's been jumping up to 17. Like I said, the superheat I'm happy with. But for right now, I'm gonna take a little bit out. We're just gonna crack our valve and let it push the liquid into the tank. It is high pressure liquid, so you have to be careful, because you can pop these off. We are dumping high pressure in there, so we got about half a pound. I'm at that 15 mark, so maybe they tried to add and they were using analog gauges or something and just overdid it a little bit. So I'm gonna stop right there. I'm still a little bit above, but that's okay. Took 10 ounces out. I'm gonna lose a little bit more on my hose, so we're gonna call this one good and get moved over to the other side and see what gift the installers have left me over there. I like that a whole lot better. And now round 2. Same deal. Everything looks normal. No contactor. And I got 208 volts. So, let's go see what surprises they left us inside on this one. We've actually got a running furnace here. Looks like somebody different wired this one. Anybody see any problems here? Son of a bitch. Got to be kidding me. Somebody forgot their condenser. There's my safeties. Safeties wired to cooling. But, what? Wait a minute. Oh, good God. There's nothing else wired to yellow. Okay, so that's gonna be my thermostat. It's gonna be my call. We just gotta get our condenser wires connected. How does this even happen? Let me get 2 hands on the wheel here. We'll connect this and I'll bet this other one comes on. The installer said Merry Christmas. I'm gonna give you some easy fixes. We got our condenser wired now. Common. My call for cooling from the thermostat is going through my safeties and back to my condenser. That's typically the way I do it. That way the blower runs. If one of these float switches trips, the blower will still run. If we get down to the pan, the auxiliary pan, it's gonna kill everything. So we'll leave it like that. Wait on our 5-minute delay and watch this guy come on. Funny how the contactor pulls in when you wire the 24 volts to it. Compressor didn't start for that one either. I got a rattle. I'm not sure what the rattle is. There is like a little dent on the outside of that condenser, but we'll investigate that in a minute and see. There she goes. So we'll let it run for a little while, check our vitals, and figure out where this rattle's coming from. That's looking a whole lot better than the other one after about 5 minutes. I found my rattle. Easy as that. Might have to get a bigger screw in there or something. That's what that screw is loose. Might be stripped out. But we're gonna watch it. We're still floating around, so TXV's trying to find its way. Looks a whole lot better than the other one did. It wasn't skyrocket, but we'll watch and see where it's at and see what we need to do. So we're looking about dead on at this guy. I got 13 degree subcooling, superheat's all right. My suction pressure's coming back because of the good old dirty filter. But I'm gonna have to go grab filters and get that taken care of. The low ambient kits we're gonna be all right with for right now, but we're gonna have to get the filters taken care of. At least the other one didn't look as bad. I think they've been running the fans because they've been trying to get some cooling. They didn't have any cooling on that side. Like I said, it was kind of making the other one struggle, but it is what it is. Another gift from the installers. So leave me a comment, leave the trade better than you found it. See you guys next time.